Hi, Nikki Duffy here, choosingfortoday.com. And what if you didn't have to be perfect? There you go. I did that on purpose just so that you'd see that we're not all perfect. I faked it. I didn't really forget the exact words I was going to say. So what if you didn't have to be perfect? What would that be like for you? What freedom would that free up? If you didn't have to force yourself or imagine that you had to be perfect in every way. Tony Robbins says that perfection is a low standard. And from what I remember from my Tony Robbins days was that there's no such thing as perfection. Nothing is ever or ever can be perfect. And so trying to get things perfect is simply an excuse not to do it, not to complete. So what if you didn't have to be perfect? One of the things about perfection is that in order to try and be perfect, how much judgment do you have to instigate and force on yourself and on the thing that you're trying to make perfect? We have to judge. If we're trying to make something perfect, we have to judge what perfect is, what perfect isn't, what else is perfect like that, what isn't perfect. Like, yeah, so much judgment, just like constant, 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 constant. And you may remember from my other videos or from the whole access consciousness movement that judgment is something that kills. It kills creativity. It's like it kills. So judgment is like insanely harmful to you, your life, your body, your creations, whatever it is that you're looking to create or be or do. When you're trying to do it perfectly or be perfect in any way, then you are killing yourself and your creation with judgment. And also just stopping yourself. You're limiting yourself because when we're trying to get something perfect, then we just don't do it. We keep tweaking and trying to like perfect it, and we never get it out there. We never actually do it. For instance, someone say a woman going out for an evening, and she wants to look perfect, so she's doing her makeup this way and that way. She's doing her hair this way, and one little thing, like, I mean, look at my hair just then. One little thing, and it throws off the whole perfection, and you got to start again. And it's no fun at all. How much fun can you have when you're trying to be perfect? Perfect is like serious business. And no. So you may remember from yesterday's video where I completely fluffed it, and it created a whole conversation and about how it's okay not to be perfect. And in fact, it's often in our imperfections and where we get things wrong, where we fluff things, where we get things a little bit wrong or even massively wrong, that we are more authentic, and we're more relatable, and people are like, oh, thank God, I'm so glad I'm not the only one that messes up in that way. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that's not perfect. Because that's another thing, how many times do you think, well, I'm not perfect, but they are. Oh my God, they've just got everything perfect. They've got a perfect marriage. They've got a perfect job. They've got perfect finances, perfect house, whatever. And how surprising it can be when you scratch below the surface, and you discover, oh, actually, that what I thought was perfect about them, it isn't. How many times have you judged someone else to have a perfect marriage, and then suddenly they're breaking up, they're splitting up, and you're like, what? I thought you had the perfect marriage. I thought everything was perfect. And of course, nothing's perfect, and nothing ever is. And what if it was okay that it wasn't? And what fun can you have with not being perfect and not even trying to be perfect? Yes, do the best you can with what you've got available. And I'm not saying, oh, don't bother, don't even try. But, enjoy yourself. Do that. You have more capacities, you have more skills and more talents and more knowledge and inspiration for others, and more than you ever imagine. And hi, Johnny, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the hearts. And thank you, everyone else who's watching me live and watching me later. And if you like it, please click the like button, share it so other people can find these tips as well. I'm Nikki Duffy from Choosing for Today. And thanks for joining me. I look forward to tomorrow, where I've got more tips coming up.